As you know, I'm here to talk about social media today. My name is Amber Sims Hinterplattner, and my husband and I have an agency called All Stages Marketing, which means we really cover all stages of marketing, both online and offline. As many of you already know, the revolution of social media has already been taking place. Some of you may recognize some of these symbols, such as Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, RSS feeds for blogs, Flickr, Foursquare, LinkedIn, WordPress, Blogger, Dig, StumbleUpon, MySpace, and Wikipedia. Now, these are some of the main social media sites, but there are also a lot of niche social media sites that are emerging as well for more defined audiences. It's really important these days to use a brand that's identifiable, to use a name that people can relate to versus something that's really obscure. Another piece is the consistency. Consistency in branding breeds trust, and the same Coca-Cola Red is used across the world for everything they do. The next piece would be to check availability of the URLs, not just your website, but actually the Twitter domain, the Facebook domain, YouTube URL. It's also part of your business name. Here's a look at the top 30 websites for the US, and this is really interesting because 20 of the top 30 most visited sites actually have community-driven components. The dark blue indicates those that have community elements, but then looking at the light blue sites, those are actually all social media sites. Google and Facebook are actually competing for first and second place right now. Both are extremely high traffic sites. And number 3 is actually really interesting, YouTube. YouTube is the third most visited site in the US. Video is becoming increasingly more important on the web. And what's really interesting here is that not only is YouTube the third most visited site on the web, but it's the second largest search engine. And Google actually owns YouTube, so it's kind of an important place to be as well. Some facts about social media that you may or may not know are that you can truly target your audience. When you're using Facebook, you can look for people with particular interests. With Twitter, you can do the same. So it's really a targeted audience cultivation opportunity to pull people in that might actually be interested in your content. So in addition to a pull marketing strategy, there is an opportunity for a feedback loop directly with consumers to give you feedback on your products or services, and also social media provides essentially an extension to your customer service with being an online outlet for customer service. Social media also offers real-time marketing. There's no lead time. And what's different about social media is that it's real-time. Magazines and newspaper and television all have a lead time. And magazines actually can take anywhere from 2 to 4 months to prep content for a print magazine. With social media, it goes out the moment you click send. We can also look at the cost differences between these channels versus traditional marketing channels. Social media is probably one of the most cost-effective marketing channels. It doesn't cost anything to send your message. I actually used to write ads for one of the companies I worked with for the LA Times, and a quarter-page color ad in the Sunday image section cost $16,000 just to have the message appear in the newspaper. That ended up getting recycled the next day. So one thing to keep in mind about social media is that there's a permanence to what gets posted on the web. It does not get recycled the next day. Social media marketing features. There's a few features that I'd like to mention. The most important feature of social media marketing is the built-in word-of-mouth, forward-a-friend, share feature. If you're creating messages that are compelling, other people might actually want to share them for you, and this creates a great opportunity for other people to do your marketing work. Dove is a great example for a national or international real-life example where they created a viral video that went widespread. The cost was really low, so it had low cost but huge impact with more than 12 million views on YouTube alone. And who knows how many people shared it via email or through other channels. Here's an example that I'd like to talk about, Bookrix. And Bookrix is a niche social media site aimed at readers and writers, publishers, and authors. And I'm going to flip through and you're going to see their blog. Notice some of the similarities between their website and their WordPress blog. You've got the same logo, you've got the same color blue, and obviously the content is going to be relevant. Going through to their Facebook, you're going to see the same logo again and similar content, but the messages are going to be styled directly to Facebook. With Twitter, the message is going to be slightly tweaked to fit within the 140 character spaces. Again, relevant content for their particular audience. And looking at then their YouTube channel, color, graphics, everything again feels like their brand. So you've definitely arrived at the right place. Okay, so the bottom line for social media marketing. It's a very cost-effective marketing channel, especially compared to old ways like TV. I'm sure we've all thought about how much it costs during the Super Bowl to air a TV ad. It increases your Google ranking for your website by linking to your website directly. And when it's done right, it can engage, connect, and add value for your visitors and potential customers. It also has the ability to spread brand awareness beyond local area with viral marketing and e-opinions for cheap. It's one of the easiest ways to target your market and gain insight into their psychographics, into exactly what your target market is all about. So, social media an hour later. Regardless of what type of business organization you are engaged in, chances are social media is affecting the way you are doing business. Last but not least, remember to tweet responsibly. A bad social media profile is actually worse than not having one at all. It can send the wrong message if you're inactive. Protect your name and reserve the profile domains for your business today. However, though, it's important to make sure to reserve everything you need. And that was my social media marketing presentation. Thank you very much.